The LPGA just dropped a bombshell that has Angel Reese spiraling into complete chaos. Caitlin Clark's massive golf contract isn't just breaking records. It's breaking egos across the sports world. What began as a seemingly innocent partnership announcement has erupted into one of the most explosive meltdowns women's sports has seen all year. And behind the curtain of social media lies a story of jealousy, obsession, and downfall that few are brave enough to tell. When Caitlin Clark inked her $8 million LPGA deal in late 2024, stretching through 2026, the sports world erupted in applause. But one person wasn't clapping. Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed Bayou Barbie and face of the Chicago Sky, reportedly didn't take the news well. In fact, according to insiders, she was calling teammates in the middle of the night, venting about how the media is rigged in Clark's favor. Those same insiders claim that Reese's frustration has turned into fixation. She's allegedly been tracking Clark's every move, creating fake accounts to leave negative comments on golf posts, and obsessing over how her rival somehow dominates every conversation, even outside of basketball. But then came the tweet that broke the internet. "I can play golf too," Reese posted. Exactly 17 minutes after Clark's LPGA announcement went viral. It seemed harmless on the surface, but to anyone paying attention, it was a cry for attention. The backlash was instant and brutal. Fans flooded her mentions with jokes like, "Girl, you can barely make free throws and now you want to play golf?" One comment alone racked up over 40,000 likes. But instead of pulling back, Reese doubled down, posting videos of herself at a driving range. Unfortunately, the clips looked more like outtakes from a comedy skit than a serious athletic showcase. Behind the scenes, things were falling apart. Caitlin Clark, even while recovering from a recent ankle injury, continued to secure multi-million-dollar endorsements and build her empire. Meanwhile, Reese's podcast numbers plummeted by 60% since January. Her merchandise sales tanked, and even her teammates reportedly grew tired of the constant drama. One anonymous Chicago Sky player told reporters, "Every team meeting somehow becomes about Caitlin Clark. We're trying to prepare for the season, and Angel's showing us screenshots of golf coverage. It's exhausting." But perhaps the most humiliating revelation came from within the WNBA itself. Insiders confirmed that Angel Reese's management team had been in talks with the LPGA before Caitlin Clark was ever considered. That's right, Reese wanted the golf deal first. But after multiple brand pitches, every sponsor turned her down. One marketing executive summed it up bluntly: "Angel moves controversy. Caitlin moves culture." Those words stung. The very deal she had been chasing ended up in the hands of her biggest rival, and with it, an $8 million paycheck. The situation spiraled when footage surfaced from a charity golf event in Phoenix. Reese, trying to prove her skills, shot an embarrassing 30 over par, and cameras caught her throwing a club after missing a 2-foot putt. The clip went viral, with over 12 million views, while golf pros roasted her swing in the comments. The contrast was painful. Just days later, Caitlin Clark posted a video of her hitting a flawless drive down the fairway at Pelican Golf Club. Her clip pulled 20 million views in 6 hours. The optics couldn't have been worse. Reese's next move was desperate. She reportedly started a group chat with several WNBA players, calling for what she labeled a solidarity statement against the commercialization of women's basketball, a thinly veiled attempt to get others to criticize Clark's success. But no one joined her cause. In fact, the group chat leaked to ESPN, exposing messages where Reese called Clark a sellout and accused her of leveraging her appearance for fame. One line stood out among the rest: "If I looked like her, I'd have 10 deals by now." The fallout was swift. The WNBA issued Reese a private warning about her conduct, and any remaining sympathy she had evaporated overnight. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark stayed silent through it all. She didn't respond, didn't post, didn't even mention Reese by name. Instead, she continued building what sports analysts are calling a generational empire. The LPGA deal isn't just about golf. It's a masterclass in branding. Nike confirmed Clark will be launching a signature line that bridges both basketball and golf, making her the first female athlete with a crossover brand of that magnitude. Experts predict it could generate over $300 million in value within 5 years. Angel Reese, on the other hand, is watching her career unravel. Her shoe deal was quietly shortened from 3 years to 1, and new clauses require her to avoid controversy and improve performance. Teammates are reportedly requesting trades, sponsors are pulling out, and now her longtime agent has dropped her as a client. According to insiders, the final straw came when Reese turned down a $2 million fitness brand deal because she wanted to wait and see if she could secure a golf endorsement instead. It's self-sabotage at its finest. The numbers paint a grim picture. Since Clark's LPGA announcement, her social media following has grown by over 4 million. Reese, by contrast, has lost nearly 300,000 followers, and her engagement rate has plummeted by 40%. Clark's jersey sales in 2025 have already surpassed her entire 2024 numbers, even while she's been sidelined with an injury. Reese's jersey doesn't even crack the top 20 anymore. To make matters worse, the LPGA's response to Reese's public comments delivered the final blow. After Reese accused them of favoring Clark because she fits their demographic, the league released a statement emphasizing their diversity initiatives and praising Clark's global influence and professionalism, without ever naming Reese. The message was clear: they didn't want drama, they wanted results. Even WNBA veterans are weighing in. Diana Taurasi, never one to mince words, recently said, "Some players understand that rising tides lift all boats. Others just complain about the size of someone else's boat." It was a direct shot that echoed across the league. While players like Aya Wilson and Brianna Stewart have publicly congratulated Clark on her achievements, Reese remains isolated, fixated on tearing down the very person elevating the sport she plays in. Reports now suggest that Reese's frustration has reached a breaking point. After being rejected by the LPGA for a Pro-Am appearance, even after offering to play for free, she's allegedly exploring celebrity boxing matches to stay relevant. It's a drastic move that signals just how far she's fallen from grace. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark continues to uplift, recently announcing a youth golf clinic that sold out in 4 minutes, with proceeds going to underprivileged children. 2 athletes, 2 paths, one consumed by ego, the other guided by purpose. This rivalry was never equal. One woman is chasing clout, the other is changing history. Caitlin Clark is redefining what it means to be a crossover athlete, effortlessly merging skill, intelligence, and humility. Angel Reese, once a promising face of the WNBA, is now caught in a storm of her own making, unable to see that success isn't stolen, it's earned. And as 2025 unfolds, the difference between legacy and noise has never been clearer. So what do you think? Has Angel Reese gone too far, or is the media fueling her downfall? Should Caitlin Clark even acknowledge the chaos, or keep focusing on building her empire? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you think Reese needs to focus on her own game, and don't forget to subscribe for more exclusive coverage on the biggest dramas shaking women's sports. Because trust me, this rivalry is just getting started, and the next chapter might be even wilder than anyone expects.